and welcome to How to Deal When the Shit Gets Real podcast. I'm Rietta.
And I'm Connie. And we're two fitness thinking women today. I don't know. I tried.
And before anybody freaks out, yes, we've talked about fitness, but we're going a different route today.
Because, COVID has changed everything. So what has happened is going to the gym absolutely fucking sucks. And even Tom was like, dude, we should just quit the gym. This is bullshit. I don't like wearing a mask at the gym. I feel like I'm suffocating. I don't want to stay too long, So I've actually been considering it too, like once it becomes springtime.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, even if COVID wasn't happening, you don't need to be reliant on a gym to work out. Like, it is not. So many people have come to the mindset nowadays that you have to have a gym membership in order to get in shape and get healthy, and that's not true. Now, maybe having another location helps keep you motivated, because it is harder when you're in the comfort of your own home to get motivated, but that does not mean that you cannot do it and that you have to be reliant on a gym membership.
Very true. That's pretty much why I'm thinking about canceling mine.
I don't blame you.
And maybe I'll just buy I saw a spin bike, because I like the only reason why I've kept it is I need my cardio workout. I can't really do that at home, and I'm not in beautiful Hawaii where I could just go outside and take a run. So I was like, well, how am I going to get fucking cardio workout? But they do have a spinning, like one of those spinner bikes, whatever you want to call them, at Costco for $300. I could just put it behind my couch.
There you go. And there are certain ways that you can manipulate your workouts that you get cardio and, weightlifting, or you don't even have to call it weightlifting, body weight exercises, where you're essentially getting both at the same time, where you're getting your heart rate up and you're challenging your muscles. So you don't necessarily have to have a piece of cardio equipment. I understand why you want to. Kyle and I personally both like using rowers. We like rowers because it's just a totally different way to get your cardio in.
And it's super full body too, because I did one time I did a half hour of a rowing machine at the gym, and I was like, wow, just it is a whole body workout for sure.
Yeah, I like it, and I especially like the water ones. I don't know what it is about the water ones, but they just, I don't know, they feel different. And if I could, I would totally have what they call a Jacob's ladder, which is like a moving ladder where you're just
I've
constantly climbing up a ladder, but they're stupid expensive. And I mean,
oh really?
It's really not necessary. I mean, if it comes down to it, just take your freaking dog for a walk. Like, do your body weight exercises at home and take your dog for a walk. Like, you are not limited.
Yeah, or run.
Or that was our main goal in today, was to let you know, you don't have to spend $500 on a Peloton bike. And I'm sorry, I'm sure Peloton bikes are more than that. I'm just throwing out a number.
They're like $2,000.
See, there you go. I don't even know.
Ridiculous.
The point is, you don't have to spend $2,000 on a bike or even $10 on a set of dumbbells. You can do everything that you pretty much need at home with what you probably have at home.
So for our listeners, what would you be doing at home that really requires no, equipment?
Honestly, that's what I've been doing, and I kind of actually feel like I feel stronger than I have in several years past, even with all my weightlifting. It is a different type of strong, but I definitely feel stronger. So I do stuff personally like air squats, push-ups, jumping jacks, burpees, because everybody loves a good burpee.
Oh, it's the exercise from hell, honestly. I'm going to be real.
Oh my gosh. My girlfriend, I have to throw this out there just because it's too funny. My girlfriend posted, I guess it was a meme the other day of two people talking about working out. And the one girl was calling them burpees. And she was like, burpees ? And she's like, no, burpees. And then there was a meme next to it of a person dressed up like the burpee chapstick doing burpees. So now I permanently have the image. Now I permanently think of burpees now, or Burt's Bees when I do burpees.
That's absolutely hilarious.
So stuff like that, wall sits, planks, all sorts of things. And then of course you can modify these in all sorts of different ways. Like I have never been that great at push-ups, like I'll be completely honest. And even how much I practice, I can never do more than like 10 at a time. So it's okay to be on your knees or do it on the wall or do it elevated or put yourself on some dumbbells, whatever you need to do them. And that doesn't mean you're doing less. You're just working your way towards more.
Yeah, and honestly, with all of the technology out there, you can literally find workouts that require no equipment quite easily. The app I used to use when quarantine like first happened was Fit On, and they have like, and actually the best thing about it is that they're like 15-minute workouts. You can stop doing what you're doing and do 15 minutes worth of like abs, or
Absolutely.
and you just can select multiple ones. You can select a cardio one that is specifically for like cardio, and then you can do one specifically for that targets specific areas of your body. Like
Yeah.
they have a whole, and they also rate each workout for like, beginner, middle, and then like more advanced, so you
Yes.
can kind of feel it out what you
Yeah.
want to do.
And also if you're a person that doesn't have more experience or you don't feel as comfortable like doing things on your own, then you can use the app or find somebody on Instagram or a video on YouTube and follow along. And then that way you don't feel so like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. The
Yeah.
thing that I used a lot of, because sometimes I get tired of making my own workout programs and I like to try other people's stuff because you never stop learning. And sometimes other people's stuff is cool. I started doing what was called the Viking method. And the only thing I had to have was a jump rope and like a smaller set of dumbbells. And like if you don't have dumbbells, you can use cans of soup. You can use water bottles or Gatorade bottles or whatever you have, or you could just air do it, whatever works. But even still, I mean, 90% of the exercises that were in there, I didn't need anything. I only used the jump rope once a week. And I think I only used the dumbbells for like 2 exercises out of the week. And
Ooh, you should send that to me. That sounds like fun.
it's it's not fun.
Good. It sounds like I'll lose weight. I have to lose weight for Hawaii.
I guess I shouldn't say that. You're like kind of cursing / like dying while you're doing it, but then at the end you're like, damn, I'm a badass. And she has you doing a lot of like compound exercises where you do like a white squat with a dumbbell curl, and it's like a jump one. So you jump in and then back out, and you're doing jump ropes, and you're doing burpees, and you're doing squats with overhead presses. And it honestly was great. And I feel like I got super strong from it. I like that she doesn't divide abs up. You pretty much are working abs every day in a way, but as a result of doing something else. Like you're doing a plank with a tricep extension. So you're working pretty much your entire body in that situation. So I like that she wasn't like, okay, today's ab day. Like every day you did something very, yeah, every day is ab day, and you did something very like functional that like if the zombie apocalypse happened, you would be ready.
Even better.
But yeah, I'll have to send it to you. It's really awesome. I apologize if the woman that happened to invent it is listening to this. I apologize. I don't remember your name, but I like your Viking method.
Here, I could always look it up. Let's see what the Viking method has for us.
I think she's Norwegian. I think she comes from Norway, so she's like legit Nordic. And it did come with an eating plan as well, where you eat goat's milk and stuff instead of cow's milk, and you obviously a lot of vegetables, a lot of fish, a lot of berries. So it goes back to like very Nordic eating, kind of similar to Mediterranean eating. She might even have
the lady. Sava. I cannot pronounce that name.
See, she's Nordic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's another option. That's
sorry.
So that's another option that's out there. And like we already said, of course, there are a crap ton of YouTube videos, Instagram live videos, Instagram reel stories, Facebook videos. I mean, there's so many free resources out there that if you do not feel comfortable trying to figure it out on your own, there is somebody that can guide you through.
Oh, for sure. And actually, me and my girlfriend, because We've both gotten quite lazy from the gym. And I swear to God, it is the mask. Okay. But it's neither here nor there. So I was like, okay, we're going to do this. It's like a 28-day challenge. And it's just like a bunch of different, you know, your push ups, crunches, you know, bicycles, burpees, whatever, but
Hmm.
just like a different set each day. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're doing this. We're going to motivate each other. You know, let's do this. And she's like, well, you better be telling me every day. And I'm like, fine, I will. We will
See,
tell
there you
each
go.
other every day to go and fucking do like these 5 things that it's not that big of a deal. And I said, you know, I'm going to add like cardio to this. And I think I'm going to do these like twice because I did it once, like one set, like, cause it doesn't tell you how many sets. It just says
Yeah.
28-day challenge, Monday through Sunday. You're supposed to
Hmm.
do one a day. And
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, this is not challenging enough. I'm like, I need to do this twice, like twice or 3 times, like really get the
Yeah.
blood pumping.
But it's still better than not doing anything at
Nothing.
all. And those are just 5 simple things that you can do at home with nothing. And
Yep.
another thing my husband bought, which is pretty cool, which yes, you have to buy it, but you might even you could do this with probably a regular deck of cards and just assign it whatever you want. There's a thing called a fitness deck, and it still has numbers on it like a regular deck of cards, but in the center it'll give you a workout. So it'll say like one of the first ones I pulled, and I was like, this is not fucking happening. Is it said 1,000 burpees, and I was like, nope, this one goes to the bottom of the pile. So
You didn't do 1,000 burpees? Come
oh my
on.
god, do you know how long? First of all, do you know how long that I would be doing burpees all day? I'd be like,
Oh, for sure.
I'd be in the middle of the kitchen cooking dinner and busting out 10 burpees, and my husband would be like, "What are you doing?" I just
I
now
gotta
reached
get
900.
to 1,000.
I just now reached 900. I'm almost there. But I think, I mean,
Exactly.
the deck of cards is like $20, and you get 52 different workouts from it.
Or you could scour the internet and make your own
Exactly. That was what I
if
said
you
too. You could
if
just
you
use it.
wanted.
I feel like everybody has a random deck of cards just hanging around. So you could
Yeah,
just
I
get
do.
a normal deck of cards and decide like hearts are this and spades are this and whatever, and then you shuffle them together and figure out what you're doing that way.
That is a good that is a good way. You could even, well, I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say like you could do like muscle groups, but like you really wouldn't want to do that because like what if you got abs like and you assigned abs as hearts and you got hearts every single day? You're not really getting a
Yeah,
good
that would suck.
workout that way. Your abs would be on fire.
Your abs would be like, why? Why?
Exactly. And you don't necessarily want to do that when you're working out, and just working out one muscle group is not really
Yeah.
advantageous.
No, exactly.
So, yeah, and I was actually telling Rietta before we got on this podcast that my favorite like workout video, it was from when I was younger when DVD workouts were still a thing.
Oh,
You
I
remember
remember that.
back when? Oh yeah. And it was the Biggest Loser yoga weight loss video because it
Mm-hmm.
was the one time I did yoga that I could do all of the poses without much difficulty,
Mm-hmm.
and you still like really burned a sweat just by doing the like 15-minute warm up. Like you were already like, whoo, okay, we're like getting at this.
Mm-hmm.
And it also doesn't make me want to punch something because it tells me to calm down and open your lungs or whatever yoga people say.
Yeah, I don't know either. I yoga is one
lift
thing that I've
lift your heart. I'm like, no, I can't lift my heart. It's in my body. It can't go anywhere else.
You're so literal.
Yes, I am. And that's why it bugs me.
You are so funny. Yeah, I've never been a huge yogi either. I'm trying to do it at least a little bit here and there, just like not only for my body but for my mind. But it's not my favorite, but that's definitely a thing that doesn't require a lot of equipment. And what you could need, you could definitely modify or figure out something that you already have that would probably work.
Yeah, and that yoga video required nothing but a mat. And even I didn't even really use a mat at all. Like I would just be like on the carpet. It's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You don't even really need it. You didn't even really need a mat for it, which is
Yeah.
what I liked. And
There's
it was
so many
pretty simple. It
things.
wasn't trying like it wasn't anything too crazy like putting my feet over my head or something
Yeah.
insane. So
Yeah,
that's
I
why
can't do
I was a
that.
big fan. Plus, I also still felt like, holy shit, I just like it feels like I ran 3 miles and I was just doing yoga.
Yep. See,
So
there you go.
can't say no. Now I'm gonna go and do that. Gonna go do that video tonight. And don't
Yeah,
worry, I'll post it on our Instagram.
I'll probably work out tonight too, since I didn't get a chance this morning, since I had to take the kitty to the vet. But that's okay. That's what you do. That is the one nice thing about being home is you can move around when you're going to, and just make sure that you get it done. I just hate seeing that so many people are thinking right now that because they don't have a gym membership, or because they don't have a garage gym, or because they don't have this or that, that they think that they can't get in shape or can't improve themselves. And you absolutely can. It those little things add up, and you can do a crap ton of reps, and I can pretty much promise you that your legs will be sore. If you did 500 air squats today, I can pretty much promise you that your legs will be sore tomorrow.
Oh my god, doing 20 air squats sounds like my legs would be sore tomorrow.
Well,
So
I'm just talking to the people that maybe already are kind of in shape, and they think like, well, the gym challenges me, and if I start doing stuff at home, it's not going to be enough of a challenge. Oh, trust me, you can make it to be enough of a challenge. My husband is a Marine. If he can run around here and do air squats and push-ups and all that and get strong without any of that, so can you.
yeah, actually, that was one thing that Tom started doing is doing 100 push-ups a day. And
There
like
you go.
he would do it when he gets bored at work. Like he saves them for work. And when like he has a lull in work, he'll like push out the 100 push-ups. Haha, push them out. Thank you for laughing at my lame joke. So, you could also challenge yourself that way. I think because I get lulls in work as well, like I want to start doing something like that where it gets me up and moving. Like, even though I'm at work, like, okay, I don't have anything coming in. I'll take 5 minutes to do 20 crunches or, something.
A plank.
At least a plank, 20 squats, whatever. But I'm going to try. That's going to be my next goal because I do feel like too much I just sit around and wait instead
Yeah,
of like I could be getting up and doing something.
there you go. Or you could be like Jackson and do your push-ups in the shower. Whatever floats your boat.
That sounds like Connie is going to get hurt.
My child is an odd one. What can I say?
Well, see, he's at a small enough size where that works. Connie, no, my body is longer than my shower. There is no way that that's happening.
I just think it's funny because he
I
was
could do
spending.
wall ones though, maybe.
Oh, there you go. I just thought it was funny because he was spending a long time in the shower, and I was like, "What are you like? Are you like playing pretend? Like, what are you doing?" He's like, "I do push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. I work out." I'm like, "All right, you work out, and then you're already in there to get clean. Good for you."
Multitasking to the next level. Good job, Jackson.
Oh my gosh, he's something.
He's funny. I mean, maybe that's what more adults need to be doing to,
Maybe.
not be obese all the time.
I don't know. I feel like if we start telling people to exercise in their shower, there's going to be a lot of 911
Accidents.
calls. Yeah.
Okay, so don't do, but you could do it right before you get into the shower.
Yeah, you could do it on your bath mat where you won't slip and fall.
Yes, that would be preferable. I also wanted to, it was like a semi a goal. It just was never happening. I think it happened like a couple of times in the beginning of COVID where I was like, all right, they had on that app, they had stretches. And they had like morning and night ones like to prepare you for like sleep and one to like get you amped up in the morning. And like I don't know why it just never I was like, no, I'm going to do one in the morning and one at night and then like an actual like workout in the middle. And it did not happen. Maybe I should start to try and do that again.
Maybe. So yeah, guys, you can start by just doing some of the basics like we already listed: lunges, squats, burpees, push-ups, planks, that kind of thing. And then as you progress, I mean, hell, you can add in your children, have your children sit on you or hold them while you squat. Or if you don't have kids, grab your milk jug or your water jug or your cans of soup or whatever that has some weight to it and use it to overhead press or use it to row or use it to, I mean, you could bicycle, you could do anything with it. So actually, that's a cool idea. On our Instagram, let us know what you are curling, pressing, pushing, what squatting with that might give somebody else an idea of what they could use to push, pull, squat, or whatever with.
I'm gonna do Flynn. Just kidding. I'm not.
Ooh, how heavy is Flynn?
40 pounds.
That's a good number. You could well, he
Except-
wiggles.
Yep. That was gonna say that's the only problem. Like I could probably hold him and squat is probably like the most I would be able to do.
Yeah. And like your kids usually have to be on either your kids are young enough to think that it's a cool game and they'll hang out with you, or they have to be old enough to understand, like, hey, I'm going to pick you up, hold still for 2 seconds while I do this. So it's got to be one or the other. And
Yep.
I know a lot of times the big ideas has some like your kids lay on you when you're in plank. Just be very careful. Yes, it's a nice way to add weight, but just don't hurt your back. Like make sure you are really ready for it and that your kid doesn't weigh too much.
Don't decide to do a plank with a kid on your back and never did a plank in your life and then decide to do this. That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Work up to it is what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously you can progress things by jumping as well too. And obviously if you have joint issues or you're older, you're not really going to be a fan of jumping. But if you're younger, like you can, like I said, you can put those burpees in there, those jump squats in there, jumping lunges, and that adds a different type of challenge to it as long as you feel your body can handle it and your knees and all that are okay.
Or even find like a challenge to do. So I saw this TikTok. I was like, yo, it actually makes me want to jump rope. So this girl is like, start of quarantine, gets a jump rope, can barely jump rope, right? Like she can do just like the basic thing. And then like by the end, like she did like a choreography like jump rope with her jump rope and
That's
like
awesome.
did different types of jumps. I was like, that's what I need to do to get active. I need a jump rope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
learn
such
how
a
to
fun
jump
way.
rope. Yeah,
that's such a fun way.
Like this is like the first time I've ever seen a video where I was like, I should jump rope. You should jump rope, said no one ever.
I know. I had, like I said, I have that jump rope too because that 1 day a week for the Viking challenge, you're supposed to jump up. And I mean, I can do it for a long time, but it's just the basic, like both feet together, like jumping. And I've always wanted to like learn to be more creative with it too. So maybe we can do it together. We can video each other and be like, look how terrible I am at jumping rope.
And also like the video showed her progression of like how terrible she was at the beginning to like how smooth and like different styles of stuff that she did.
I love that she did that. I love the transparency and that she did that and was like, look, I sucked, but look at how far I come. And I'm a big fan of dancing too. And I'm sure by no stretch a very good dancer. I mean, I'm not horrible. I'm not like Elaine with the thumbs and the kicking and all that. But that's another fun way to get exercise. Turn on some music and grab your kids and dance around the room and have a dance party and get some of your cardio that way.
Isn't that what you say your mom only likes to do is dance?
Yeah, my mom, I'm pretty sure my mom invented her own form of cardio. She like walk dances. So she like walks and like shakes her hips and like moves her arms and does this whole thing. I know you guys can't see me, but Connie can see me. And
it's like the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Hey.
Kind of. I mean, it's really cute. And she's like singing and doing all this at the same time. And people honk at her and they think it's great. And I think it's great because she found something that she thinks is fun. That is exercise. And that's part of the challenge is you have to find something that you're not going to be like, oh,
I have to go do this.
I have to jump rope today. Instead, it could be like, I can turn on the music and just dance while I cook dinner or dance with my kids while we watch Trolls or whatever. It could be something totally fun. And just because it's not your standard or not the usual doesn't mean it's any less effective or that it doesn't work. You're still getting your heart rate up and you're sweating and you're having fun.
Yeah, I feel like I should give like my mom like stuff to do at her desk. She's always complaining like I don't have time for that. I'm always working. And same with another family member. And that one app actually had like little 5-minute like stretches / like getting you moving things at your desk. Like you don't have to put in 2 hours
No,
every
absolutely
single
not.
day. You
No.
know, if you're just starting out, you don't have the time, you can still work out. There really is no excuse. You just have to prioritize it, and that's what I've learned.
Yes. And it doesn't even have to be anything that like is set in stone. Like you can be like, okay, at 10 a.m. after I've already been here for 2 hours, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna do 10 squats. And then at noon when I go on lunch or before I go on lunch, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups or I'm gonna do whatever, like just to at least get your blood flowing again after you've been sitting. It doesn't even have to be anything elaborate. And then later that night, like maybe you just do a small, like you said, 15-20 minute workout just to like really get your blood flowing and get more sweaty. Cause I know you don't really want to get sweaty at work. And then you've been very efficient all day, essentially.
You've at least been moving around more
Yeah.
than an office job that you normally do.
Yeah. Even that,
Because it
even those 10
sucks.
squats or 10 whatever that you did is still more than you were doing before.
Yeah, maybe I'll like start putting a timer on my phone and every hour I'll do something. That'd be
Just
fun.
just text your
To
mom
do
random
something.
just text your mom randomly and be like 10 squats now.
Ooh, let's see if it works. She's gonna be like, shut up. I'm on a call. I am busy.
Be like, you can do it on your
Okay.
call. Just put it on mute so they don't hear you panting. And you shouldn't pant after 10 anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. Do something.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
always complain. Don't complain if you're not willing to do anything.
I'm gonna do that to my mom too, just to see what her reaction is. I'm just gonna send her 10 squats now, and she's gonna be like,
And
"What's a
then we
squat?"
can and then and then we can post like what our parents' replies are if they
Yes.
reply.
Can all of you guys do this too? Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be your parents. Just like anybody. Just like don't.
Anybody
Nope.
who you think has needs to start doing a little bit more.
Yeah, or even not, even just one of your friends. Like, no prep, no high, no lead up, no nothing. Just 10 squats now or 10 push-ups now. Go.
How funny would that be? Also, like in the morning, like somebody just wakes up to a text of like, go do 10 push-ups now. And then they like message back, like, why? What's going on?
If you don't, the world will perish. You must do 10
Exactly.
push-ups.
Like that is exactly what's going through my head right now. Cause that would be funny to Connie, because Connie's a psycho.
I love it. So yeah, do that too, guys, and then add us
Hey,
so we can add it to our stories because I want to see them all.
and this is how to deal when shit gets real. Yeah, this is Connie. Check out all of our Instagram and let us know what people text you back with, because we're interested.